So today's weekly win is about a donkey. No, not that donkey, this donkey. In fact, it's about a donkey and a farmer. Now, this donkey lived on the farm with the farmer, and on a particular day, unfortunately, fell into a very deep well. And the farmer heard the donkey's cries and went to see what was going on and saw that the donkey had fallen into the well. Well, he tried everything he could with the ropes and material that he had, but he couldn't get the donkey out of the well. In fact, he called these neighboring farmers to assist, and they couldn't either. With all their strength and might, they couldn't get the donkey out. The farmer didn't know what to do. He certainly didn't want the donkey to have a long, slow, suffering death. And the only thing that he could think was, well, to fill the hole with soil, and, as crazy as it sounds, bury the donkey alive. Well, the farmer and his neighbors each took a shovel and started throwing soil down the well. And the more soil they threw, the louder the donkey's cries became. But after a while, but they just kept doing it, and they kept doing it, and they figured, well, if they just continue to do it, well, eventually, the donkey's suffering will be over. Well, after about 5 minutes, the crying stopped, and the noise, and it was silent. And the farmer looked down and noticed that the donkey was still there. And what was happening was that after every time one of his neighbors or himself threw a shovel of sand down, it would hit the donkey's back, he'd shake it off, and the donkey would stomp it down and stand on the sand. And then another shovel would hit it on the back, it would shake the sand off and stand on the sand. And that happened over and over again until eventually the donkey got higher and higher and higher in the well until it could just step out. Now, I know that's a fable and a story, but that really is what overcoming objections, overcoming obstacles, and overcoming adversity means. It means that we're all going to, at some point, face some sort of adversity, some more than others. But how we deal with it is going to determine our outcome. I often use that equation that I was taught, E plus R equals O. Event plus response equals outcome. What we have control over is our response. And that donkey, the response it chose was life. It took the adversity and literally stomped on it and turned it into its advantage. Can we do that? Do we have the ability to take situations that are thrown at us, whether they be related to what's happening in our country, what's happening in our personal life, what's happening in our business, what's happening in our family? Can we take those adversities and find a way to turn them into a positive, into our advantage? Well, those that are able to are the ones that tend to thrive no matter what the circumstances are around them. Now, at the moment in the country in real estate, interest rates are at one of the highest in the last 8 to 9 years. Yes, there's issues in the country and Eskom and all those potholes and all those other stuff that we deal with on a day-to-day basis. But I would argue that as South Africans, well, most of us have developed some of those skills that the donkey has. Every time we get hit with something, we take it on board, we shrug it off, and then we move forward. Or we stand on that adversity and get higher and higher in our own well. Keep doing it. Keep pushing. Keep stomping on that adversity and climb out of your own well. A donkey is one of the most lowly and humble animals that there are. But the donkey carried a king into a city about 2,000 years ago. Have a great day.